Hello everybody, welcome back to the Soulful Soul. This is your full moon pick a card reading. According to Western astrology, the full moon is in my sign, the sign of Capricorn. But I just discovered yesterday that in fact, in Vedic astrology, I think, it's in the sign of Sagittarius. So that's really interesting. In any case, I will use the devil as your card for your choice. Okay, so I'm using the Mythic Tarot, the Tarot of the Cat People, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and the Alchemical Tarot. But I'd just like to share a couple of messages with you that I feel this full moon is about. It was a lunar eclipse, and I did try to see it this morning, but there's so many trees here, I couldn't. I was kind of like peeping through through the leaves, and it was quite dark anyway in the morning. So the messages I wanted to share with you, or that have come up for me, the first one, I feel like it is, I'm getting messages about change. The number 5 keeps coming up and up, and that to me is a message of change. It's widely believed to be the number of change, right? And coupled with that, I've been getting the 8 of Cups, which is about walking away from something that's not working for you. So I imagine perhaps that's what the change could be about for many of us. The other thing that's come up is, I believe, Capricorn is the master of mastering karma, and looking into in order to do that, we have to look into the shadows. So I feel like there's a lot of shadow work going on. And I know from my side, I'm learning, I had a really interesting lesson this week, brought to me by one of my brothers. He might not even realize it. And I think the biggest message for me, even from that lesson that I learned, was to be kind even as we are learning lessons, because that's what life is about, right? We're constantly learning lessons. So I think, and then I've just been having so many dreams, which is linked to my point about children, protecting children. So I feel like we are, while we do our shadow work, 2 things. 1, we need to look after our inner child. And 2, be so compassionate with ourselves. Seeing our shadows and confronting them and integrating them and letting them go, or seeing the beauty of them, is all part of the life journey. And that's what I do love about the devil. You know, the devil's so feared, but the devil just teaches us our lessons, and so that we can grow and get deeper and on our spiritual journey. So those are the main things. Just remember to be compassionate with yourself, even as you confront maybe a huge shadow, or even if it's a small one, an addiction, something you don't like about yourself, which someone else might or others might appreciate about you, something that is getting in your way. Perhaps that's that's something you might be walking away from, something destructive in your life that hasn't served you. Yeah, so I think those are the lessons, and I'm going to leave it there and let you choose. One other thing I want to share with you is that I'm going to be using this oracle deck. It's I can't remember, but I don't even have the box anymore. This deck was gifted to me by my friend Sarah Nell, one of the people I interviewed around the lockdown. Many years ago. You can see it's really old, it's weathered, and I pulled it out, and it's been really lovely. So I'm going to use this as your base cards along, and you can make a choice based on the devil of your choice. Okay, thank you. You will see the cards now. Okay, so Group 1, Group 1 is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and that's your card. it says master, and I was just speaking about the Capricorn is about mastering, it's attaining mastery. So we work through our lessons and we go deep into our lessons, and that's what the sign is about, you know, because Capricorn is under the is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is believed to be the taskmaster. Many people bemoan being Capricorns, but I think that I personally enjoy the journey of unpacking myself in a way, you know. But just remember to always be gentle, and that's my lesson as well. And yeah, so it's not just a Capricorn trait. That's what I'm saying. I think that Capricorn represents that, and the devil represents that. Okay, so group 1. Group 2 is the tarot of the cat people. Group 3 is the alchemical tarot, and group 4 is the mythic tarot. So you can make your choices, and I'll see you shortly. Welcome back, group 1. So your central card then is the Angel of Healing. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. So perhaps you are going through a hard time. If you chose this, it's possible you are not having a good time, or perhaps there's just something that you are healing at the moment. It's possible that you're not. Let's see what the cards say. And I've put your devil back into the deck. So let's see. Manifest. Wow. Okay. So I will take them. As they fall for me, which is that would be in the reverse for you. So that's the Magician. Okay. That is in the upright. That is the Five of Swords. So I can see already that this group might be, you know, there might be some stuff going on around you that's not very pleasant. And perhaps you're feeling like you are not able to, you don't have much power. Oh, okay. Okay, so, and then you get the, I will also draw advice cards after this. So these cards will mainly tell the story for me and tell me your story and what's going on for you, and then what the outside influences are. Sure. Okay, so this seems to be a bit of a heavy group. I'll draw one more. Let me draw from another deck. I'm trying to remember what this deck is called. And you get the Four of Swords. So let me show you your cards. You get the Magician. In this deck, it says Manifest, and that's it up in the upright. You get the Five of Swords, it says Win or Lose. And then you get the Two of Cups coming together, but in the reverse. You have the for the heart chakra, which is obvious what it speaks about. Then you have challenging times, which is the 5 of Wands. Okay. And then you get the 4 of Swords in the reverse, which is generally speaks about rest and meditation. So I have a feeling with this group that there's a lot. This looks like a really difficult, you're going through a difficult time. If that's not the case, honestly, I feel you need to choose another, or one of the packs, because this is not your story. I'm definitely and absolutely seeing a lot of pain in this group. All your positive cards are in reverse, and your negative cards are in the upright. And so I'm just, that's what I see, right? I think this is a love-related matter. I think that you are feeling powerless in this relationship. It doesn't have to be a lovership. It could be a relationship with a child, a parent, a sibling, a friend, but it's a very close relationship with the 2 of Cups here. And you're feeling powerless. You're feeling like you're not able to heal this relationship. It feels like someone's playing games. It could be both parties. And perhaps let me just draw clarifiers for this group as we go along, right? And perhaps then even advice will come from that. But it feels like someone, you or another, are playing games, or perhaps both of you. It could even be that the 2 of you, wow. Okay. So, I think both of you are playing games with each other. I think the 2 of you are pretending not to care about each other. That's what it, from these cards that I get, and I'll show you what they are. And, with the challenging times, this is generally a card of competition. This card is, as it says, win or lose. It's like the winner takes all. But often when in that kind of situation, it's winning at all costs. Even it's like cutting your nose to spite your face. So you will win at all costs. You won't care about anyone else in the process. So you get here, which is so interesting, you get the Prince of Coins. That's the Knight of Coins in the upright. And you get the Queen of Pentacles, which can symbolize Capricorn, in the reverse though. Okay. So, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking whoever is the younger in this situation, there's a younger person and an older person. I think, okay, I'm going to go with my first instinct here. I was thinking that perhaps the younger person is the one playing the games, because the Queen of Coins is feeling a bit upside down. Even if you're not an earth sign, and this person, it's likely you are dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and you might be an earth sign, but it doesn't have to be that way. Okay, whichever you are, if you relate more to the Prince of Pentacles, which is the, it's not the Knight, it's actually in this deck. Sorry, let me just check that. Yes, it would be the Knight. It would be the Knight of Pentacles, slow-moving energy, not really a player, definitely not generally a player, but in this scenario there is a player here, not a player in the sense that it could be a player in the sense that there are a lot of there are competing interests, not necessarily lovers. but competing interests. Could be lovers. If it's not a love relationship, it could be just so many, being caught up in so many things. But my feeling is that the Queen of Coins, which I feel is you in this reading, is feeling a bit upside down because of this Prince of Pentacles who's playing games. But the games are games in which that prince might lose, because this prince is pretending not to feel things that the prince feels for some reason or the other. It does feel like a love thing. It could be that this person is not mature enough yet, but there is love. There is love present. But even if there's love present, because the prince is next to the coming together, but the prince is also distracted by other things, whether it's work. The prince is pretending not to care about the queen. But, and I just want to remind you, beloved, of what I said earlier in the introduction, which was, I think this is a time of walking away from those things that don't serve us. I believe that even no matter how much someone might care about us, if they're not treating us the way we deserve to be treated, we need to walk away. And they might come back, they might not. But number one is ourselves and our well-being, because there are other people in our lives who deserve our attention and our love. And if someone's not showing that appreciation, let them go. Even if it's a child, a parent, or whatever. To me, I'm going to say I see the beloved that's watching this as the Queen of Coins. And the Queen needs to exit left, kind of thing. All right, depending on how you are viewing this. I think from your view, it's right. And even if it's a for now thing, I think, let me get some cards for advice for you. I think that with the Four of Swords there, I'm thinking you're feeling really hurt. And the Four of Swords for the fourth chakra, I think that you perhaps just your advice I really feel your advice is, dear heart, your advice is to just work on your heart chakra. You can just go within and just focus this very, very green light color on your heart chakra. In fact, you can keep your meditations just breathing in that green. You could just do this. Sit for a few minutes every day, breathe in love, breathe out love, breathe in love, breathe out love, and you just focus on your heart chakra. If you prefer to use pink, it's also the color of the heart. Use pink, and just breathe in that love. It's so powerful how spirituality and all these things that are available, they are tools to build us, and we can use them however feels right. So I really think just breathe in love, breathe out love, breathe in love, breathe out love. Let that help you feel grounded. Then you get the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords speaks about feeling trapped. So in the reverse, perhaps you're moving out of that energy, and I'm seeing it now next to the heart chakra card, unintentionally placed there. So I think that you are moving out of I think that this if you just do that heart chakra meditation work, it's going to help you move out of that energy of feeling stuck. And then, okay, so then you get another 4. And that's the Four of Pentacles. Let me see. So you have a lot of fours. Well, you've got 3 fours. 4 is about stability, but I think you're feeling this lack of stability, and I think that was in the upright for you. And look at that, you have the Page, the Knight, and the Queen of Pentacles. Pages are generally about new beginnings. I think that was in the reverse for you. Well, whatever. Let me just see what I'm getting from this. I think, you know, full moons are about letting go of stuff so that we can start anew. And I think that you're letting go and you're doing this loving energy brings a new beginning for you. Oh, what am I saying? Look at, I don't know what's going on with me. When I first saw this, I thought it was the Page of Coins. And it's the Four of Coins. Well, it's interesting that I thought it was the Page of Coins. And you know what's interesting about this card? It's got a hole in it. I don't know if you can see that hole, but from where I'm sitting, there's a little hole somewhere here, and the light is coming through. And you know, I talk about this, I think it's a Rumi quote. It talks about the pain, the wound is where the light enters. So I think that your pain is serving you. But I think the Four of Coins, you know, because you've got the heart chakra, you've got the Four of Swords, and then you get the Four of Coins. But look how pretty this picture is. She is sad, right? But she's looking at what she has, all the coins that she has that are she's looking at what she's focusing on, what is precious to her. Now, the Four of Coins does talk about holding on too tightly to things. So that could be like the guidance for you. Let go, walk away from what doesn't serve you. And it could even be an aspect of a relationship. Say, I am no longer taking part in that aspect of a relationship, right? So it does warn about not holding on too tightly, but it could also be appreciating what you do have. That's what I'm seeing as well. So I think the message is in both of those, right? So what I'm just gonna wrap it up there, because I don't want to make it too long. I feel like this group is really going through a lot of sadness, but you are loved and you are protected. And I just want to remind you, the angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. So you are being healed, you are being loved, you are guided. And what I'm seeing in this card, in this group, is some challenges with regard to a relationship of whatever sort. I think the advice is that you need to walk away from the relationship, or the aspects of the relationship that don't serve you. If it's just endless arguing, like this win-lose, I have to win, you are stopping that crap and walking away from that and deciding on a different way to engage. If it is because this, it could be that this person is too involved in other work and not in the relationship. So you are walking away from the fighting, or perhaps you are simply walking away from the relationship, trusting that you deserve better, and not worrying about whether they will return or not, just trusting. You are coming out of this feeling of being trapped, I think, and your ticket to that is in doing this breathing in love, breathing out love, focusing on your heart chakra. I think for the next week, 2 weeks, just that's all you need to do in meditation. And then finally, just a little bit of it could be a warning, or like a caution, or even spurring you on. Either just be aware of the treasures that you do have, and know that your pain is a passage to something better. And then the caution could be just to not hold on too tightly to stuff. Okay. Okay, dear group ones, I hope that helps. I send you lots of love, and I will chat with you again soon. Bye. Group 2, you chose the Tarot of the Cat People, and your card is the Goddess of Strength. Stand up for what you believe in. You will gain respect by standing your ground. So there's obviously something important to you that's going on in your life right now. I'm putting your Devil card back in the pile. Yeah, so okay, let me put that back in. The Knight of Swords wants you to come out. Take all these. Let's see. Wow, you get the Justice card in the upright, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Nice. You get the Five of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So what I'm seeing is there's some kind of situation that requires justice. I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles a lot here, right? And I'm seeing the person watching this as the Queen of Pentacles, just as in group 1. I think so. This, you could be an earth sign or have a lot of those qualities. Grounded, loving, very strong, very maybe ambitious, nurturing. And then the Knight of Wands, especially in the reverse. Check the Knight of Wands. He's able to slay tigers, or at least that's what he thinks, right? So the Knight of Wands I'm seeing here as the player, and I think that there's a situation where justice is going to be served or is being served. Let me see, with the Five of Swords in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse, that's your Five of Swords. And that's your Six of Swords. I think there's something underhand happening. I'm not sure why there's such a heavy energy. First reading as well. I think you're the Queen of Coins and you need to stand in that power. You don't have to be an earth sign, but I think that you are being asked to stand up for what you believe in, as this says. But with the Queen of Coins there and justice, I'm thinking that trust that you are guided with that justice card there. Someone's not playing nicely. The Five of Swords, sneaky behavior, or it's, you know, in the previous reading, I really saw it quite differently, but in this reading, I think this Knight of Wands is up to no good. Even if it's a temporary energy, or everything is temporary, right? People change, life, we move on. So this is a temporary energy. It might feel really, really heavy. And from the cards, it does feel like it. But there's bullshit going on, you know, something not so nice happening. And then you have the Six of Swords, which it talks about moving on from a negative situation, but in this case, for some reason, you are not able to move on. And it might be related to you not being able to see the whole picture. With the Five of Swords there, I'm thinking perhaps you can't see the whole picture. Oh, and there you go. You know, I was saying the Eight of Cups kept coming up, and there's your Eight of Cups helping you walk away, reminding you to walk away from that which doesn't serve you. I'm going to just take these. That's too many, but I'll take these two, right? So you get the Ace of Pentacles, so something to do with a new beginning in maybe projects. Let me look at it. So this Queen has, she's got a fat cat by her. She has a wand as well in her hand. So it's almost like she is using her manifestation power to create something new, or maybe even distract herself from whatever's going on. And I think that's a good idea, because also you get the Death card, and the Death card is about a complete transformation, complete ending. You know, earlier when I did that introduction, I spoke about walking away and huge change. I've been getting signs about big changes, and the Death card is not scary. It's not meant to scare. It is just meant to help you be aware that, yes, you are going through a transformation, and something is ending. You know, that ending can just be the ending of a bad behavior, of a behavior that you don't like, should I say, rather. Someone's, maybe that, yeah, let me see. I think it's you walking away from something that doesn't serve you towards something that is in your interest, and a huge transformation. Something's coming to an end. That's what I think. And I think it's this, the relationship with the Knight of Wands, whatever that relationship, whether it's work or I'm not going to take all those. It could be work. It could be, yeah, it's quite possibly work. It could be partnerships, but I'm not necessarily seeing that. I'm seeing, well, you decide what it is. Well, could have been a lovership, because you have the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so my dear group twos, what I think your advice is to allow yourself to walk away. Just walk away and trust that something new, you know, when we let go of the old, we create space for the new. And full moons are said to be about letting go. So think about what it is you need to let go of. Is it this Knight of Wands? Is it a behavior within yourself? Is it you not standing up for yourself and transforming into this person that does? Or have you been giving someone the benefit of the doubt, and now you've realized, no, that's not okay? And so I think that you are being advised to walk away from that thing, person or thing that's not serving you. You need to, I think you're aware of what that is. And with the Lovers here, I'm thinking this is a relationship, and I think that your invitation is to find the lover within yourself, you know, to find that, honor the love within yourself, your self-love. You know, I keep talking about this finding balance, and I think that the Lovers in its purest form is about that perfect balance. And I think that the perfect balance is within ourselves, of our divine masculine and feminine. And I think that you are being guided to walk away and to find that. I think you need to be doing lots of loving acts towards yourself and seeing yourself as both these, that you have this capacity to love yourself. And I think the more we love ourselves, the more we find that people around us show us that same kind of love. So I think that's your message. And I think just remind yourself to stand up for yourself. With the Queen of Coins here, that's double stand up for yourself. Trust this. Oh, and then I mustn't forget the Justice card, which is suggesting that justice will be served and justice is working in your favor. Things are going to come to balance. Balance card, both of these. Card of Libra, card of Gemini. Gemini often talks about duality, which is the masculine and feminine, I guess. And the Justice card is that balance. Look at that with the two cats, and it's balance within one being. So the two lovers within the one human. I hope that helps. I hope that helps, group, to send you lots of love. And I hope that this, whatever it is you're going through, that you find that strength and know that you have that strength within you. Lots of love. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. There's your devil. Okay. And I'm going to put this back in your deck, and so that if it wants to show up, it'll show up. And your card, devil-y. That's very devil-y. Angel of pleasure. Take pleasure in the things you do. So don't beat yourself up if you're having a good time. I think that's the message that I'm getting from that. The devil can be about indulgence, and so perhaps you need to indulge a little bit. We are, for many of us, this is a trying time. It's not an easy time for many. And if you're alone and you want to partake of devilish pleasures, who is anyone to judge you? So the Ace of Pentacles suggests new beginnings. I think that's Poseidon. Four of Cups. Boredom. And the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So I think this group is dealing with work-related matters, possibly. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse and 10 of Wands in reverse. Wow, it looks like everyone's dealing with some kind of relationship. I'm definitely in this group seeing the king, you as the king of coins. Like, sorry, I've got something in my eye. So I see you feeling quite established, moving forward. Perhaps a new offer will come to you, a work-related offer. And okay, let me show you the cards. That's the Ace of Pentacles. That's the Four of Cups, which does indicate the Four of Cups is about either, okay, I'll come back to that. Perhaps you are sitting in your little kingdom, feeling quite contented, like you're feeling quite in control, everything's going smoothly, and you don't have financial worries at the moment, or you don't have financial worries. I think that possibly the caution is to not close yourself up or off to other possibilities. That's what I get there. The Queen of Coins and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Let me see. So that's the Queen of Coins. It's the counterpart of the King of Coins. And that's the Ten of Wands. Very interesting. So I'm seeing here, with the Ten of Wands, I'm seeing here that you can see your achievements as burdens or the workload as burdensome. Or, you know what, you might feel like you can't handle another project, but I think that the cards are suggesting that you can, that you definitely can, and that it's, but perhaps then a caution. Okay, let me put these two cards together. There's so like multiple messages here, like I think perhaps you shouldn't beat yourself over the head for enjoying yourself. That could be one message. Another message is not to look a gift horse in the mouth. If something comes to you that looks too good to be true, maybe it is. It's not. Maybe it's not too good to be true. Maybe it's something that's really good for you. And I think with the Ten of Wands, just have a look there. It's almost like this person is hiding because they feel like they are overburdened. So okay, just give me a moment. Are you afraid? I feel like with the Queen of Coins there's something that you might be afraid of losing. Perhaps you're afraid of losing. I think that you're afraid of losing something if you take an offer. Because I think the Queen of Coins is also an aspect of you. And here, the Queen of Coins is feeling unsettled, unseated. Let me see what the other cards say. Let me just look at this one more time. The Queen of Coins with Ace of Coins, some offer. You're not too sure if you must accept this offer that's coming in. Possibly you're afraid of taking on too much. Okay, I will use the next lot of cards to clarify what the advice is, because what I'm seeing is an offer coming in. You're feeling quite contented with you're content with what you do have. You've built up a strong base, a really strong base. This is like like the Emperor, very stable. You've worked hard, you've accumulated, and you're feeling good about that. More might be offered and you're just not too sure about that, perhaps because you're afraid that if you take it on, it will be too much and you'll become unseated. That it will just be that one, what's the straw that breaks the camel's back? It might be too much. So you need to think about that. And let's see what the cards say. Okay, I'm going to redraw because I'm not sure. Let's see what the cards say for you. Let's see what the cards say for for your advice. Okay, you get the 10 of Cups and you get the Devil in the upright. Lordy Lord. No, nothing. I'm liking the cards. So I feel with this group, it's saying you can do this. You can have it all in a way. Yeah, seems to be a reading about having it all. So there's the 10 of Cups, which relates to that offer. And the 10 of Cups, yes, there are lovers in this card. And it's the Devil manipulating the lovers. So I'm having a chuckle because I think in this case, the Devil is saying, stand in your power. Use the Devil for, do indulge, by all means indulge. You've earned that indulgence, and trust. And perhaps those 10 cups are the indulgence, but I don't think so. I think that, let's put them down there. I think that I think you need to take some time out and have some pleasure. Then you can come back to this offer with a fresh perspective. I think that honestly, I don't feel you have anything to be afraid of. I think you're quite balanced right now, and you need to draw on that balance that you have. If that balance comes in the form of a partner, speak to your partner and trust them, because there's a good partnership here. And with the Devil, well, the Devil depicted here is like manipulating partnerships, but I'm just not getting that feeling from this person, the person I'm reading for here, I'm feeling that you have the Devil in the upright here, which is saying you know how to party in the right way, in a way that's not destructive for you and for others. So by all means, do indulge in your pleasures, because it's your pleasures that are kind of helping you stand in your power, open yourself up to these vast opportunities that are available to you. And I think you need to be trusting yourself. I think that if there's any balance that you need, it's in allowing yourself to indulge without judging yourself. I think that's what you need, to not judge yourself. I'm just thinking of the Queen of Coins there. I just want to read from here. The danger of not accepting an offer because you feel maybe unworthy. And you are worthy. You are worthy. You have what it takes. Same here. You're afraid. Okay, so I think that the masculine aspect, that part of you that is thinking like the logical side of you, the practical, very practical King of Coins kind of side of you, is afraid that you might be taking on too much. Your feminine side is just not trusting itself. You're not trusting that you have what it takes to sustain this. I would see the feminine side as that nurturing side. But remember, the Queen of Coins is also very practical, very abundant, capable of bringing abundance. If she nurtures anything, it's nurture. You know, they always say that the Capricorn parents are very tough on their kids in a way, and the people around them, because they believe in them so much. So I think that you need to see your Queen of Coins, turn your Queen of Coins in the upright, and think about the divine feminine in you supporting your divine masculine. and knowing that you have the power to nurture whatever this is that's being on offer. And with the 10 of Cups there, it's the ultimate happiness, and it's a balanced kind of happiness. And I think that you must use the devil, as I like to see the devil in the upright, very much like the magician, that you have the power to manipulate things to bring about that balance. If this was in the reverse, I would say, there's a caution that you are overdoing something. But in this case, I'm really thinking that you have what it takes. You really do. Trust yourself. And I think, like talking about this being this lunar eclipse is in the sign of Capricorn, just embody that. Embody the devil. Embody the devil in all the devil's positive aspects, the ability to see the shadows and not be afraid of them, to see the shadows as a chance to learn and to grow, those things that are you normally be afraid of, those things that you think are negative aspects within yourself, seeing the beauty of them. For example, you might even see the Queen of Coins, your feminine side, as working as not being positive, but it is. Allowing yourself to indulge because you trust that you just indulge enough and that it's not going to get in the way, and owning your power. If it was in the reverse, that I'd say, oh, this is destructive power. Here it's saying, yeah, stand in that devilish power. Okay, group 3. I hope that helps. I think that was really a lovely reading, and I would love your feedback. And I hope all these dreams come true for you. Lots of love to you. Bye. Welcome back, group 4. That's your devil. And your card is the Angel of Relaxation. Let go of desired outcomes and you'll get what you want. I'm going to put this back in. Okay. It's just inviting you to relax it. Not to be too narrowly focused on something, like to the exclusion of all else. Like, I want that and nothing else. That's the only thing that will do for me. I think you're being invited to open your mind to all the possibilities. This makes me think of, like I talk about the law of attraction because I have a problem with the way it is put out there. But it's just making me think of this one way that I think of the law of attraction. It's like, if you are desiring, there's a relationship you want. Instead of focusing on the person, perhaps you are in love with someone or you think you are, and instead of focusing on that person, you focus on the feeling of what it is you want. And to me, that's the right way of using the law of attraction. You put out there that this is the kind of relationship I want. I want a person that's my equal, that will challenge me to do things that I wouldn't normally do. That would be my mirror for when I'm not working in my own interest, who will help me grow and who I will help grow, someone who respects me, whatever the case might be. And then the feeling of imagining the feeling of having that person in your life instead of focusing on that one person. So this is what that little story, whatever is what I'm feeling, is what's going on for you and what you are being guided to look at. You get the Strength in reverse, which is about, strength is about ego and controlling that. You get the 10 of Wands in the upright. And you get the 6 of coins in the upright. It feels like a lot of hard work going on at the moment, and maybe you're, oh wow, and then you get the star, which is about healing. I feel this card seems to suggest that. I'll take one more. Oh, okay. This is like hard to believe. Every one of the groups got the Queen of Coins, which is very much an earth, like Capricorn's an earth sign. It feels very much like confirming this Capricorn energy, you know, of, wow. Anyway, you've got the Queen of Coins in the upright. So all your other cards are in the upright, except for the Strength card. Somehow I feel like this is, there's a lot of Leo energy going on here. So in the upright, the woman is taming the lion through being balanced. You know, there's a perfect balance of the sun and the moon, and love. Almost like, I would say, cups, fire. No, that's cups, fire, air, water. Oh no, just have to throw that one out. But it does seem like a balance of all the elements, right? And with that, because she's feeling so balanced, she's able to tame the lion, and something that feels more powerful than she is, which is the ego, right? But right now, you might be doing a battling game with your ego, which I think is related to this issue of I want it just in that form. And I can say this because this is such a, I think this is actually a very pleasant reading, group 4. I think you've got a nice reading. I think that you might be having this battle with your ego, but it's something that's being healed right now because you have the Star card there. And the Star card is saying, if you do this, which would require, you know, what I was talking about just now, projecting on the thing that you want, envisioning the thing you want, the feeling of that thing, the aspects of that thing, and not the thing in its absolute form. So even if it's a car, I would like an SUV, looking at why you need that, what it would feel like to have that lovely car, that whatever the case might be, instead of saying it has to be a BMW and it has to be a blue car, which is then ego, right? And not opening you up to maybe even something better, or something definitely that is more suited for you. So I want a beautiful car that will, why do you want the car? I want it for this purpose. And how will I feel when I have it? And feel that feeling, instead of saying, I want that one thing. I want that man. I want that job. I want that car or that woman. I want my child to be a boy. My child must be straight. They, you know, they have to be perfect student, whatever. And just, I would like a child. How will that make me feel? What kind of parent will I be? You know, that kind of thing, letting go of the ego and allowing spirit to guide you to what's perfect for you. So that's the lesson of the Strength card in the reverse. And this group is making me happy because I see so much positive. The Ten of Wands, there's two sides to the Ten of Wands. It can be feeling overburdened, and you won't believe, I think the Ten of Wands definitely came up for group 3. And yeah, I think it was just group 3. But here, it's like the phoenix rising out of the ashes. So I think with this group, there's a huge change going on. You know, I spoke about the transformation earlier. You are, I think, you are letting go of the ego. You might still be holding on, but there's a healing taking place. And with the star card, reminding me of this healing, there's the balance again. That same red and white is showing there in the star card. You're letting go and allowing the healing to take place. The star card is also the wish card. So it's like wish fulfillment. So to trust that the form, don't worry about the form. Worry about the feeling. Worry about the essence, not the form that final wish will take. It's about trusting that spirit, your guides, your life has a beautiful plan for you, you know. Putting out what you want, working towards it, feeling it in your heart, but not not being dogmatic about how it will come. And I think I strayed from what I was saying about the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands can be a feeling of being burdened by all your stuff. But in this case, it's like the feeling is this phoenix rising from the ashes. So having learned from all those burdens, from your trip down this life so far, everything has led you to who you are. And now you can go through this transformation and start the next phase of your life. And you trust that it will be even deeper, it will be even more meaningful. And you're just trusting. That's where I'm seeing you going. And that's what the invitation is. You have the 2 coins card, so it seems like there's abundance to be had because the Queen of Coins is standing in her power. Look at her. I love the fact that she's naked. She's Gal. And it seems to suggest this just complete happiness with who she is. And alongside, but also just a reminder that it's the hard work, it's the work and the focus that leads to this feeling of having. So whether your hard work is in being willing to let go, being willing to, let go of ego, and in hard work in the sense of putting in the effort into whatever it is you are doing, whether the work, not necessarily hard, but the work is in being diligent about your healing, your letting go of your ego and desired outcomes. That the hard work results in this feeling of contentment. And that you have put in the work. That's why you are getting this rebirth here. And then you get, I'm going to put these in the upright because they are advice cards. Okay. So the 5 of Swords, don't be your own worst enemy. Let go of that. Look towards this healing here. Don't fight it. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. With the 8 of Cups, you know what? 8 of Cups is like I spoke about it in the introduction. It's come up for I think 2 other groups, and it's come up again for you. And the 8 of Cups, in this card, it's the spotter is working hard. It's also a card of working hard. But generally the eight of Cups is about walking away from that doesn't serve you. You don't have to work hard on stuff that's not worthy. So perhaps the potter is keeping what will work, and what's the point of having a vase that has a leak, right? So the clay, I guess the analogy here is like turning the clay into cups but discarding the clay that doesn't turn into what you need it to be, right? The Eight of Cups, and I'm using that story, right? That's exactly what it is. It's about keeping what works, what's serving you, and letting go of what doesn't serve you. And it's also that's the other thing. It can also speak about detaching from the outcome. So just bear that in mind. And then with the Hierophant there, it's saying that your answers lie in the traditions. So whether that's about you going to church, or whatever is traditional for you, whether it's family, it could be family, it could be the church, it could be if you're Muslim, it could be the Quran, or an imam, or it could be a priest, priestess. It's something. It is about an institution, and in this case, it's saying those institutional things that work for you, use them. Use them. The Hierophant has the book of knowledge, but unlike the high priest, the book of knowledge is wide open for you, right? And look at that again. You see that red and white thing, that balance, red and white. Wow, red, white. There's something about balancing the sun and moon. You know, we have had the lunar eclipse, which is the Earth's shadow, because of the sun, the way the sun, the moon, and the Earth are relating. The Earth's shadow is cast on the moon. So there's something about this lunar eclipse that is bringing about a big change, really, for everyone. And for you, yeah, I think that there's something, I think it's a change in the attitude, but your way towards that. And I think the attitude is also about this, not shooting yourself in the foot. Stop doing the same old. Walk away from those things, those practices that you do that don't serve you, and rather focus on the things that do. And if there's something in structures, it could be, structures could be learning. It could be going back to university. It could be church. It could be, it could be religious spaces. Wow. But there's something about trusting the traditional ways, which seems to be a contradiction with this. So in a way, I think, let me just look at it that way, right? And see what additional info. You're being guided to let go of ego. And ego is the thing that can also shoot us in the foot, where we're going to do something despite what everyone else is saying is not working, or even your own heart is telling you it's not working. You carry on doing it. So you're being invited to let go of that and just trust in the healing that's taking place, because within the healing is also the wish fulfillment, because that's what the star card speaks about. Letting go of these desires, of the desired outcomes. I want, and I want that. And trusting that you put out something, you put out the feeling of it, the essence of it, and you get the best for you. You get the most desirable outcome. Don't be overburdened by the desires, but yeah, perhaps there's a caution not to be overworking, and to trust that you've built up, you have already worked hard, and that you're undergoing this huge change, as I said before. Yeah, I think that this is cautioning you not to. It's a reminder of this, really, that's what I'm seeing, is you don't have to put your eggs in one basket. Like you don't have to put your eggs in one basket. It's like, it's almost like a me thing. I want that. Just caution on that one, right? And then with the traditions, with the Hierophant here, I think I love the fact that you're getting so much balance. And I think that the Hierophant with the Queen of Coins and the Eight of Coins here, there's something about traditional knowledge that you need to be calling on, whether it's in studies or church or school. There's something about that that has healing for you, that can offer healing for you and balance. Perhaps it's balancing the practical with the mystical. Although well, I guess religion is mystical, right? But there's something, if you're a student, it's about balancing the practical day-to-day things with the exploration of the academic. But I think it's also inviting you to lean on those things. So letting go of those things that don't serve you, but also not throwing the baby out with the bathwater and holding on to those things that do. That's what I think I was trying to get at, and it took me so long. Yeah. But I think, okay, so group 1, I think, is group 4. I think that yours is quite clear, right? Is to work on that stuff. And then seek maybe your solace in books, in learning, or in whatever those traditional structures are. It could even be relationships and the family. Okay, let me leave it there. Group 4, thank you. This has been so interesting to read. And I hope you have a wonderful 2 weeks ahead. If I will be sharing more stuff in the coming week and the following. But until my next pick a card reading, I hope this keeps you going, and I hope this is helpful. Lots of love to you. Bye.